name is Sally Krasovic and I am with International Medical Relief. My role is to help support you as you embark on this amazing adventure with us. As you prepare for your trip, I want to share some information with you. Coming in the next day or two, you should receive your departure itinerary. This is going to include all the information that you need on your hotel name, meeting times, meal times, and much more. So check your email for that. Also, you will get a departure packet which you can print off, or you can find that on the volunteer resource page on our website. It's not country specific, but it has a lot of good information about IMR banks, customs, so definitely go on and check that out. You should all have been given your shots and are up to date with your shots. Just remember too to bring any current medications that you take, as well as general over-the-counter meds for headaches, colds, stomach issues, that kind of thing. Remember to bring some extra meds for the trip. We do recommend that you have trip insurance, evacuation insurance, and trip interruption insurance. If your flight is delayed, we need you to contact your airline immediately, not IMR, even if we purchase the ticket for you. So keep that airline number in your phone, and as soon as you know that there's a delay, call the airline to be rerouted. The sooner you call, the better. We also recommend that you download the WhatsApp. This is a great app that you can download onto your phone before you leave, and this allows you to have free Wi-Fi calling. If your friends want to be in touch with you whilst you're gone too, they will need to download it as well. Your team leader will set up a group WhatsApp, which is a great way to communicate with each other. We also recommend that you download Google Translate, another great app to put onto your phone, where you can write in it what it is that you want to say, and it translates it into the language that you want. When you're at the airport, we recommend that you have a credit card for emergencies. Airlines are not required to give you meals or a hotel if your flight is delayed. They may, but they're not required. So just have a credit card with you that's not linked to your monthly bills, so if it's lost, it's not too bad. With money, oftentimes we're asked how much should you bring. You know your budget. Bring the amount you want to spend. If you bring more, you'll spend more. Everything is included, but if you want to buy souvenirs, a soda, at dinner or an alcoholic drink, that is not included and you will need some money for that. You may want some local money. TravelX will give you a good exchange rate and you can do it online or in country, but don't exchange a lot of money. You won't get a good rate coming back. Bring new dollar bills with you, nothing written on or bent or torn, just nice brand new dollar bills, then you will get a better exchange rate for them. Forex is a good place to trade money when you're in country. And we also recommend that you make a rate card. What you want to do is just Google what a dollar is worth in the currency of the country that you're going to, and then write down on a cheat sheet what that dollar is worth, $5, $10. That way it helps you know what you're spending and avoids overspending. It also can help you stop walking away from a deal because you misunderstood the cost. Tipping, we recommend you tip for special service. You don't need to tip every day, and if you're unsure about when to tip or if to tip, then you can ask the IMR ground personnel for advice. But if you're in a restaurant and asking for a special service, then tip for it. Most countries, tipping is not the norm, but a lot of the countries we visit, we know that wages are low and many employees work 7 long days to make ends meet. So if you think the service was excellent, then you can tip for it. If you're taking credit cards with you, usually there is a fee for using them internationally. So we do advise you check with your credit card company before you leave and just let them know where you're traveling to. This will avoid your credit card being declined. Also be careful of ATMs. They charge high, and if power or Wi-Fi is down, they're not going to work. If you're traveling to any kind of remote villages, they're not going to take credit cards or have ATMs anyway. When you're flying, some advice we have for you is wear loose clothing. Flights can get cold, but also they can get hot. So wear layers. Stay hydrated. If you need a drink or a snack, get up and walk to the galley for it. It helps with blood clots. And again, stay hydrated. When you land, you're going to be so excited to meet your new friends and forget to drink. So we want you to start off your trip fully hydrated. You don't need to chug water or take any kind of rehydration salts. Just drink normally. If you suffer from edema, wear support socks. Take a neck pillow for comfort. Wear earplugs. If you're a contact wearer, bring some glasses. I always travel on a plane with a scarf. We also want you to bring a waist belt. This is a great place for your money, your credit card, and your passport, and it can be worn under your clothing. There's many different variations from neck or waist, but we need you to have one. You will always need to carry your passport with you, even on clinic days. We also recommend that you bring some snacks for the trip over. As you're packing those snacks, just remember peanut butter is a liquid, so keep it under 3 ounces. In your carry-on, just be mindful of the weight. Some airlines do weigh carry-on bags, so you may want to check with your airline if they do and what that weight limit is. As you're on the plane, you will be given a declaration card for customs. You always want to declare that you have nothing to declare. Even if you're traveling with IMR bags, you have nothing to declare. You will also check that you are traveling as a tourist. There is not a category for a volunteer medical team, so you will always check tourist. If you are getting a visa when you arrive, then just make sure that you have 2 passport photos with you and the cost of that visa. And you probably want to bring that money in small bills. They may ask as well for your hotel name that you're staying at, so just make sure you have that handy. As you clear through customs, we recommend you go through individually if you're traveling with a large group. You're more likely to get pulled if you go through as a group. When you go through to baggage, hopefully your bag is there. If by any chance it's not, please go to the desk in baggage. Oftentimes they can find that bag, and if they can't, they need you to fill out the correct paperwork. So please don't leave baggage without doing that. When you get, we want you to check the electricity and the country that you're going to. Phones and laptops in the US typically work on a 220 volt, so you want to check the voltage of the country that you're going to. You may need to take a plug adapter and a voltage converter. We also recommend that you take a surge protector. Many countries we visit run on a rolling electric and are often without power. So to protect your things, you want to use a surge protector. And these you can pick up very easily on Amazon. If you're thinking of bringing hair dryers or flat irons or curlers, we recommend it's probably not worth it. There's a good chance, depending where you stay, you may blow the power. So just leave those things at home. As you're packing, definitely check the weather where you're going, the highs, the lows. We will provide 2 sets of scrubs for you, which we will wash for you overnight as well. And you will need to bring closed-toe shoes for clinic. Again, remember those check bags could get lost, so if you can carry an extra outfit in your carry-on, as well as any important things like medication, we definitely recommend you do that. You don't need to pack much for in the evenings. You don't need anything fancy, but we do recommend that you pack with being modest. If you're packing t-shirts, just be mindful. Watch for what sayings are on those t-shirts, especially if they are political. It is also advisable that you want to bring a day pack for clinic days. They are great for just throwing in those snacks. Your water bottle, we do recommend a wide mouth water bottle. It saves all the plastic, as well as maybe some gloves and masks. If you have your favorite diagnostics, please bring them. We want you to be comfortable in a slightly uncomfortable setting. So if you have your favorite BP cuffs, thermometers, or anything that you use, please bring them with you. And last but not least, have a great time with your team. It is a fantastic experience bonding with a team in such a short amount of time. But we do ask that you be mindful. Be mindful with your opinions. We all have them. But talking politics and religion can cause friction, even if we're not aware that it's causing it. If your ground hosts or translators ask you about the American political system, turn it back around. Tell them everybody knows about our system. You're curious about learning about theirs and find out what it is that they have. The same thing with sexual contact. Again, just be mindful. Not everybody loves having an arm put around them. Watch out for others on your team. Be supportive. Help out when you see it's needed. And again, just stay away from those interesting conversations. If you have any additional questions or anything that you feel has not been covered, feel free to contact us. You can call us at the office, either leave a message and we will call you right back. And have a fantastic trip. I hope that you journal, that you savor everything, and when you get back, if you want to share that with me, I would be more than happy to see your pictures and listen to your stories and hopefully plan your next trip for you. So with that, bon voyage and have a great trip.